Okay, let's see where we're at here. Line it up a little bit. Good afternoon, everybody. It's almost time. Yeah, a couple minutes away. And welcome to Michael, Franklin, Perry, Echo Charlie. Perry says happy 400. Hello there, Kenyon. Welcome. Good to see you. Happy 400 indeed, Perry. Game number 400. And it's the first game of a doubleheader. Cleveland Indians at California Angels. Trying to get set here. What else is going on? I've got one nobody will know. I'd be shocked if anybody knows this. I was watching this YouTube video, Unsung Psychedelic Bands of the 60s, and I knew all of them except for one, and I downloaded their first two albums. The second album in particular impressed me. The name of the group is Ultimate Cabbage. Yeah, I know, pretty strange. But on the other hand, what would you expect from a band psychedelic? I'm kind of impressed myself, honestly, Perry. I look down at that 400 and I'm thinking, wow. So we're going to have a spot starter for Cleveland. Righty Lee Stang will make his second start of the season. No record, 2.45 ERA in just 11 innings of work. He's been out of the bullpen in 3 games. McLaughlin will make his 7th start. He's 1-1, 4.46. He does have one complete game, and it was a shutout. So an interesting matchup. And at 2:28, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know that it's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. Hello, Franklin. Hello, Mike. Yes, Franklin, you made me think of something here, and I'm going to look it up right now. The Indians in 3rd place, just 4 games back of Baltimore. Just 2.5 back of Minnesota. 23-16. The Angels at 17-23. Of course, 10.5 back. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and give you the Cleveland lineup and we'll get going. For Cleveland, leading off in center is Vic Davalillo. Chico Simone at shortstop in the 2 spot. Leon Wagner in left field. Rocky Colavito in right. Fred Whitfield at first base. Max Alvis is at 3rd. Duke Sims will do the catching. In fact, Sims is going to Ironman it and catch both games of the doubleheader. I looked ahead. Pedro Gonzalez at 2nd, and Stang the pitcher. And Robert Falzone, welcome. Am I glad to see you? I've got a question for you. You may have answered it by now, but I'll ask it anyway. You posted a comment that no one does the book. And I'm quoting you now, no one does the book the way you do. What did you mean by the book? What is the book? I'm completely stumped and curious. I'm checking the screen now. Looking around for anything else. Looks like we're ready to rock. 1:30 on the dot. We're going to have first pitch. Oh, the scorekeeping. That's evolved over the years. Yeah, we're looking at the end of the season for the answers. All right, we're ready to go. McLaughlin's ready to go. Here's Vic Davalillo. Let's get going here. Davalillo at 241. 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. McLaughlin, the windup and the pitch, is a 5-4 left-handed. That's like a ground ball to third base X. Tough chance for Malzone. Malzone, a 3E37. Ranging to his left on a 16. He's got it. Throws him out, 1 down. Nice play, Malzone. So we get an X chance right off the bat there. Davalillo retired, and here's Chico Simone. Chico hitting just 125, 7 for 56, so a rough start for Chico. He's pretty much been the everyday shortstop for a while. I'm assuming that Larry Brown might have had a minor injury or something, just guessing. McLaughlin's pitch is a 2-9 right-handed, and he's got a double to 6 on an 18. He'll settle for the long single. So nice way to get going there for Simone. Roughly, Mike, yeah, I mentioned that in the stat update. We're more or less roughly a quarter of the way through. I think there's 1,609 games that were actually played of the 1,620 that would have been scheduled. It'll show 1,607, but I intend to play the 2 ties. We've already played one of them. There's another tie left on the schedule sometime in July, I think. Well, thank you, Robert. For me, I try to do it in a way, I need to do it in such a way that I can recreate it when I manually enter it into the computer game. So I have to have the information I need to be able to do that. And here's Leon Wagner now. Leon is hitting .318, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. McLaughlin from the stretch. That's going to be a 5-4 lefty. Another tough chance for Malzone. Third base X, 337. Here's the play on a 13. That's the E range. It's a 4. This is going to be trouble. On a 37, he boots it. That'll be an error on Malzone. Wagner will reach E5. Simone down to second. So error on California. Yeah, exactly, Franklin. There's a lot, if you were just scoring a real game, there's a lot of information I put in that you would not need. Here's Rocky now, first and second, 2 out. Colavito, the leading hitter on the team at .328. Tied for the team lead in home runs with 10, and he's second on the ball club with 25 RBIs. So Big Rocky up in a big spot. McLaughlin from the stretch. 1-7 right-handed. That's going to be a single to 6, hit to third base. Malzone knocks it down, and he has no play. The bases will be loaded on an infield single by Rocky Colavito. We can take another quick look at that. 1-7 right, he single to 6, he threw the 3. Bases loaded for Whitfield. Whitfield at .283, also with 10 home runs, and a team leading 32 RBIs. McLaughlin in a jam now, and early in the game they're going to play at double play depth, trying to get a ground ball here. Here's the 4-9. That's a 4-9 left-handed, and that is going to be belted over the first base bag and into the right field corner for extra bases. Here comes Simone to score. Wagner's going to score. They'll hold Colavito at third on a 2-run double by Fred Whitfield, and the Indians jump out to a 2-0 lead. Cleveland's been hot lately. Franklin not wrong in worrying about those guys. Perry, it takes about 5 minutes on average. If I get a game that has a lot of scoring and a lot of substitutions, maybe a few minutes longer. But I've got it down pretty quick now. You can You can check out my instructional video, How to Input a Game Manually. That's under instructional videos here on the channel. Okay, 2-0 already. Oh boy, Elvis up. Angels are going to bring the infield in. Something I normally don't like to do in the first inning, but they kind of feel like they can't get any further behind here. Elvis hitting .242, 7 home runs, 20 RBIs with the infield in. Here's the pitch on a 5-8. That is going to be a high fly ball to left field. Back goes Reichard. He's at the track. He's at the wall. He leaps. Gone. Home run Max Elvis on a 1. Can you believe that? Let's look at it again. 5-8 righty. You can see it right there. Homer 1, and he throws the 1. What are the odds of that? Well, we know what the odds of that are, actually. It's 5%. Anyway, 3-run homer for Elvis, and right off the bat, it's 5-0 Indians. Good one, Steve, and welcome. Excellent, excellent. And hello there, G. Puck. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll just call you Puck unless you want to, if you don't mind, unless you want to know me, let me know what the G stands for. Here's Sims now. He's going to catch both games with a doubleheader, which makes me wonder, with Del Crandall and Joe Askew, well, they couldn't both be hurt, could they? They're carrying 3 catchers. So here's Duke Sims. Sims 319, 3 homers, 9 RBIs. And it seems to me that all 3 of Sims' home runs have come up in big spots. One of them was a pinch hit job that won a game. I do remember that. McLaughlin to Sims is going to be a 6'9" left-handed. He pops him up right side. Seaburn will take it. And there's 2 away. Here's Pedro Gonzalez now. Gonzalez 278, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. 210 right-handed. He pops him up on the left side. That's going to be Fregosi who makes the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Indians explode for 5 runs in the first on 4 hits, and they take a 5-0 lead to the bottom. I tell you what, Mike, McLaughlin might already have been out, except for the fact that with a doubleheader, it's a little trickier, isn't it? You kind of don't want to burn through your whole bullpen in the opening game. They do have Bell available for length. And as Stang gets loose, let's go ahead and give you the Angels lineup. Jose Cardinal leads it off in center field. Jim Fregosi at shortstop. Rick Reichard, who leads the American League in home runs, in left field. Willie Smith is in right. Norm Seaburn at first base. Malzone down at third. Knopp at second, bat 7th. Tom Satriano will catch the opener. He'll bat 8th. With McLaughlin, the pitcher, hitting 9th. And here's Stang. Excuse me. Elvis has left the building. I love it. Here's Jose Cardinal to start things off. Cardinal trying to get going. He's just hitting .213. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Stang gets the sign now. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-7 right-handed ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Simone, who throws him out. 1 down. Here's Fregosi. Fregosi, the leading hitter on the club at .331, among the league leaders in batting. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. That leads the ball club. Stang's pitch is a 5-9 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Stang with a 5-run lead going right after him here. And here's Reichard. Reichard 303 with a league leading 13 home runs and 25 RBIs. Staying into the windup on a 1-5. It's a high fly ball to left. Backing up is Wagner. On the track, puts it away. Reichart gave it a ride, but his bid for home run number 14 is denied. He'd have had to roll the 1 to get it. Not as fortunate as Elvis. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels. And it's 5-0 Indians after an inning. Before we go to the second, I'm going to turn the heater down. Okay. It always seems to come on as soon as I sit down here. And as I've said before, my desk right by one of the vents here in the dining area. It gets warm in this corner of the house very quickly. Had physical therapy this morning and then went by the grocery store to pick up a couple things, as we could have more snow tonight or today, later. We got some more last night. It's looking pretty white out there. It took me longer than I would like to scrape off the car and get to my appointment. Okay, second inning. Here's Stang to lead it off. He's a right-handed hitter. McLaughlin's pitch on a 4-7, single to 8, and Stang has a base hit. Holy cow. And that's going to get the attention of the Angels, and they'll get somebody up in the pen. Let's see who might be the long man in this one. Looking at the Cleveland lineup, fairly balanced lefty-righty, nothing to really take advantage of there, so Jack Sanford will begin to throw. He was in this game in real life. And he's rated 4 for relief endurance, so that's just what you want in this kind of a game. So McLaughlin not fooling anybody so far, not even the opposing pitcher. And here's Vic Davalillo. McLaughlin from the stretch. 2-5 right-handed ground ball wide to second. Knopf has it, but his only play is to first. And Stang will take second on the play. Here's Simone, who singled his first time up. McLaughlin's pitch is a 5-10 right-handed. Shallow fly to left field. Here comes Reichart, still coming. And he makes the nice catch for out number 2. Reichart had to come a long way to get that one. With 2 down, the batter will be Leon Wagner. He reached on an error. So one of those runs unearned. Here's the pitch to Wagner on a 2-8 right-handed. Grounder down to first base. Seaburn will take it to the bag. And how about that? McLaughlin settling down a bit in the second. A good sign for the Angels, who really would rather not get into their bullpen this early. Stang will face Smith, Seaburn, and Malzone in the bottom of the inning. Smith just 6 for 27 so far. It's a .222 average. He does not have a home run. Stang's pitch is a 5-11 lefty. It's a fly ball to right field X. Tough play for Colavito now. He's a 3-6, ranging towards the gap. On an 18, he makes the catch for the out. Nice play, Rocky. One away. And here's Seaburn now. Norm Seaburn has not started for a while, and it's not hard to see why with a 179 average. No home runs, just 5 RBIs. Seaburn in the early part of the year was the starting first baseman. And if you've noticed, he's been playing less and less lately. Here's the pitch from Stang to Seaburn on a 3-11 right-handed. He goes the other way with it and drops a single into left in front of Wagner. So the first hit for the Angels. Base hit Seaburn. Hello, Rick, and welcome. I'm not quite there yet. I mean, I'll come around. Love to watch baseball. Even though, yes, it's not as good as it used to be. Now let's check Malzone's numbers as he stands in from the right side. 238, just 5 for 21. Staying out of the stretch now. That's a 4-5 right-handed. Your hot shot down to third. Alvis, he goes to Gonzalez for 1 to first, not in time. That's going to be a 5-4 force. Seaburn erased. And here's Bobby Knopp. Malzone at first, 2 down. Knopp hitting just 209. 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Here's the pitch now from the stretch on a 6-8 right. He pops him up. That's going to be Simone. And the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 1 left. 2 innings in the books. 5-0 Cleveland. And hello Jeremiah and hello Larry. It's back down to 29. Larry, 9 degrees warmer than here. Well, I don't feel so bad. This does not work. 27 in Spokane. Where are you again, Jeremiah? You're warmer than Spokane. And we move along to the 3rd inning. HMBX. Hello, Philip. What is HMBX? You've probably told me before, so I apologize for the memory lapse. Illinois. Yeah, well, it gets cold there. I can't believe you're colder than Spokane. Here's Colavito to lead off the 3rd. He singled his first time up, came around to score. McLaughlin's pitch on a 4-6 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. McLaughlin's settling in now, and here's Whitfield. History maker, thank you. Yeah, I should have known that. Whitfield doubled his first time up. McLaughlin into the windup. Pitch is a 5-7 lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3. Wow. Back-to-back Ks for Jim McLaughlin. And here's Max Elvis. Elvis, of course, with the big 3-run homer on a 1 his first time up. He hit that 5-8 and rolled the 1. Here's the pitch now. It's a 3-5, swung on and missed, strike 3. And what about that? McLaughlin has just struck out the side. Well, if the Angels can muster some offense, we might actually have a game here. Still 5-0. Stang, who's looked sharp so far. It'll be Satriano, McLaughlin Spot, and Cardinal. And with McLaughlin settling down, we may have to ride him for a while. Satriano, the backup catcher, just 4 for 25 on the season. That's 160. Left-handed hitter. Stang's pitch is a 4-3 left-handed. It's a grounder to first base X. That's a tough chance for Whitfield, a 4E15. And here's the play on a 20. He makes the play, flips to Stang covering. 3-1X. And we're going to go ahead and let McLaughlin bat. He's a right-handed batter. Stang with a 5-9, swung on and missed, strike 3. Number 2 for Stang. And here's Cardinal, led off the game, grounding to short. Stang into the windup, 4-2, fly ball to straightaway center. Davalillo backing up a bit, and he hauls it in. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Stang. Stang looking very sharp in the early going. McLaughlin has settled down, But it might be too little too late the way things are looking. Still plenty of ball game left. I got rid of my cable mic, but last year I got a trial and then a very nice offer for the rest of the season through Roku on the MLB network. Well, something to think about if they do that again. It was actually a lot cheaper that way. Here's Duke Sims, 0 for 1. McLaughlin with the windup. Pitch to Sims on a 1-7 grounder to second base. Routine for Bobby Knopp, who throws over to Seaburn. 1 down. Excuse me. And Bill's got a trivia for us. Pedro Gonzalez will be the batter now, 0 for 1. McLaughlin into the windup, 3-3 right-handed, foul ball left side, Malzone will take it. And suddenly we have 8 in a row retired by Jim McLaughlin. That'll bring up Stang, right-handed batter. Singled his first time up. On a 1-7, struck him out, called strike 3. And the side is retired. I don't know if you guys heard that noise or not, but there's a bird out on the back patio and Mookie's going crazy. That was him slamming up against the glass. Trying to get that bird. And here's the trivia question from Bill. Brooks Robinson won 16 straight Gold Gloves. Anybody remember who won in 59 or 76? I have no idea on 59. I've got a wild guess for 76, but I'll let you guys go first. If nobody gets it, I'll throw my guess out there. Bottom of the 4th inning, Angels trying to get it going against Lee Stang. Stang into the windup. The pitch to Jim is a 2-8. That's a high fly ball to left field. That is over Wagner's head for extra bases. That's going to be a double for Fregosi. Fregosi with a leadoff double. Of course it is, Bill. Here it's right. That nails it down. Perry got it. I would have guessed, hello, Joel. I would have guessed Betty Bell. And I would have been wrong. Here's Reichart now. Reichart 0 for 1. Stang checks the runner. Pitch to Rick is a 6-4 righty. It's a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Chico. A 4E34. Here's the play. On a 5, he's not going to get it. That's a 1-star single. They'll have to hold Fregosi at third. And the Angels have something going here in the 4th. First 2 batters reach. That'll bring up Willie Smith. It must be Max Alvis has to be the other one then, based on the clue. Willie Smith 0 for 1. 5-run lead, they'll play it at double play depth. From the stretch, it's a 1-7 right-handed fly ball to right field, B question mark. Colavito makes the catch. Fregosi could tag. 15-17, but Colavito out there with a -4 gun. 13. Just the first out of the inning, they're not willing to take that chance, so he's going to hold up, respecting Colavito's arm. And the batter will be Seaburn. Was it really Malzone? I would have never guessed that in a million years. Who is he playing for in 59? Anybody? Runners take their lead. Stang from the stretch. Pitch to Norm Seaburn on a 6-3. It's a high fly ball to right field. This one's going to push Colavito back on the track. Fregosi will tag and score this time. It'll be a sac fly, and the score is 5-1. Red Sox, thank you guys. And it's the great Satchel Paige. That's fun. Here's Malzone, runner at first, 2 down. Stang with the pitch. It's a 1-5 right-handed grounder. Back to Stang. He's got it. Flips to Whitfield, and the side is retired. The Angels settle for 1 on 2 hits and leave a man. And through 4, it's 5-1 Cleveland. I just remember Buddy Bell, when he came along, he ran off a stretch of Gold Gloves, didn't he? If I remember right. Going to the 5th inning here, top of the order for Cleveland. Vic Davalillo 0 for 2 on the day. McLaughlin into the windup. That's going to be a 6-7 left-handed. Single to 3 on a 5. That liner's speared by Knopp. And there's 1 down. Here's Chico now, 1 for 2. McLaughlin's pitch to Simone. It's a 2-7 right-handed comebacker. McLaughlin whips it over to Seaburn, 2 down. And McLaughlin humming along now. 11 in a row, retired by McLaughlin. The batter will be Leon Wagner. Hello, Gerald, and welcome. 2 down, here's Leon. McLaughlin, the windup and the pitch. It's a 5-4 left-handed grounder, third base X. Another chance for Malzone, 3E37. Here's the play on a 4. He's not going to get it. It's a single. A single into left for Leon. Let's check the Angels' battery now. McLaughlin a +2. Satriano a +2. That would make Wagner an 18, even though he's not a star. They're going to hold him on at 16. He'd have to roll to 6 for the lead, and Colavito's just going to swing away. He's 1 for 2. The pitch on a 1-9 struck him out. Second time McLaughlin has fanned Colavito, and the inning is over. No runs to hit, 1 left. So McLaughlin, a rough first inning, but he settled down nicely since then. All for naught, though, if the Angels can't get some runs. Angels came in hitting .242 as a team compared to Cleveland's .252. 53 homers for Cleveland, 46 home runs for California. So fairly close. Although with this many games played, a 10-point gap in batting average is actually more than it sounds like. Yes, sir, Bill. I remember that well. It'll be the bottom third of the Angel order. And settled down or not, we may have to bat for McLaughlin this inning. I'll throw it out to the group. You've got some time. McLaughlin due up third this inning. They trail by 4. Let's check his endurance. He's only rated 5. So that certainly plays into it. He's already pitched 5 innings. Stang pitching to Knopp now. So that's a 3-4 right-handed. Single to 4 on a 13. That is fielded at third by Alvis, who throws him out. That's going to bring up Satriano, the catcher. Stang into the windup. That's a 4-3 left-handed. It's a grounder to first base X. Tough chance for Whitfield. His second X chance of the day. 4-15 on an 11. That's the error range. The roll is the 9. On a 15, he makes the play. Flips to Stang covering. So Satriano 3-1X, just like his first at bat. And with 2 outs and nobody on, I'm going to let him bat. 6-10 grounder to third base X. Wow, another chance for Malzone. That's 4, isn't it? We'll take a look in a minute. 3E37 on a 10. It's the E range. The dreaded 5. This is trouble. It's going to be an error on Malzone. His second of the day. Whoops, wrong frickin' team. Hang on. I beg your pardon. That's for Alvis, a 3E21. 21 on a 5. Alvis boots it. So it is an E5. But the error is on Cleveland. So each third baseman with an error. Here's Jose Cardinal now. The pitch to Jose is a 1-8 right-handed. It's a little comebacker. Stang has it. He turns around and goes down to Gonzalez for the force. And that will do it. No runs, no hits, a man left. We've played 5. It's 5-1 Indians. Okay, let's see where we're at here now. McLaughlin entering his second endurance inning. He'll be facing Whitfield, Alvis, and Sims. Jack Sanford has been up once, Bill. He'd be the long man in today. But for now, the Angels will see how long they can ride McLaughlin. Remember, this is the first game of a doubleheader. Also the first of a 3-game series between these two teams. Well, thank you, Robert. Good luck to your son and have fun. Whitfield 1 for 2 with a double. McLaughlin into the wind-up. That's a 1-6 right-handed grounder down to first. Seaburn will take it to the bag himself. 1 away, and here's Alvis. Alvis, 3-run homer, of course, 1 for 2. McLaughlin's pitch on a 4-5 right-handed is a grounder to shortstop X. That's Fregosi. Fregosi ranges behind the bag, 2E36, to his left on a 6. He makes a fine play and throws him out. And here's Sims now, 0 for 2. McLaughlin's pitch is a 6-5 left-handed, another ground ball to Fregosi, a little slow roller this time, charges it on the run in time. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for McLaughlin. So McLaughlin would sure like to have that first inning back. As it is, it's 5-1 Cleveland as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Stang rated 8 for starter endurance, only making his second start of the year. That kind of surprises me. He actually made 21 starts, so we'll be seeing more of him as the season progresses. And a hello to Frank. Happy Wednesday. Game 400, Frank. As they say, who would have thunk? Okay, it's going to be Fregosi, Reichart, and Smith. Good one, Perry. Yeah, could very well be. Jim 1 for 2 as Stang comes set. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 4-4 right-handed. Catcher's card X. That's Sims. Sims a 4E16. On a 4, he makes the catch. It's a pop out to the catcher, 1 down. That'll go 2X. And the batter will be Rick Reichart. 1 for 2 for Rick as Stang comes set. The windup, the pitch, 2-2, grounded to second base. Gonzalez gloves it. Sidearm throw to Whitfield. And Reichart is retired. Willie Smith will be the batter. He's phoned to right both times. Stang's pitch is a 5-8 left-handed. Pops him up. Gonzalez will take it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Stang. Indeed, Franklin. We've all seen it. Anybody who's played any number of Strat-O-Matic games. Many, many times the pitcher will have a rough first inning and then settle in. Or they'll have a great first 5 innings and then blow up in the 6th. I mean, statistically, it's basically the same thing, isn't it? Game has moved very quickly. We're in the 7th inning already. It'll be Gonzalez, Stang, and Davalillo. McLaughlin in his 3rd endurance inning now as he goes into the windup to pitch a 1-7 right-handed single to 6, and he's going to get that on a 5. Knocked down at 3rd by Malzone, but he has no play, and Gonzalez reaches with the infield single. Gonzalez a star 15 stealer, 19 with the battery. He'll be held at 17. Staying up a B bunter. They pretty much have to hold him. And Stang squares to bunt. He's a B on a 10. And that's hit a little too hard to the mound. McLaughlin whirls and fires down to second for the force. So Stang bunted it a little too hard there. Bunts into the force play. 1 away, and here's Davalillo. Davalillo 0 for 3. That's a 3-7 right-handed. Ground ball to second base. This could be 2. It's Knopp to Fregosi to Seaburn. Double play. 4-6-3, side retired. And as we stretch for the 7th, it is 5-1 Cleveland. Anybody got a trivia question? Got another one in you, Bill? You know, at this point, Joe Boo needs a refill. And we'll look to fire up the Mookie cam here in a second. Okay, well that heats up. Let's go mobile for a minute here. I don't see him. So my guess is he's in the window again. Mookie, are you in the window? He's not. Well, he's got me stymied this time. He's not up on the cabinets. Oh, I know where he probably is. Should have looked there the first time. He was looking outside. Looking at the blanket of white out there. Yeah, he enjoyed that so much yesterday. After the game, I may harness him up again and we'll go back there for a few minutes. See if he wants another snow adventure. Here he comes. Come here, bud. You can't be on there. Bill's question is, what does Steve say when the leadoff batter gets plunked? And welcome Al. He pitched for the 27 Red Sox. He pitched 75 in the third innings. He struck out one batter. Who is this pitcher? And I have no idea. Stang sailing along so far. He's allowed just 3 hits as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's see if anybody gets it and I'll chime in. Seaburn 1 for 1 with a sac fly. He's driven in the only Angel run of the day. Stang into the windup. It's going to be a 5-3 left-hander. It's a high fly ball to deep right field. Back is Colavito. Back. Gone. Norm Seaburn. Seaburn's having a day. His first home run of the season. He came into this game hitting just 179. He's 2 for 2 with a home run and 2 RBIs. That's an easy one, Frank. I bet we all get that. Yes, sir. Bill, right on it. Wasn't that the first time anybody ever saw a screwball? They didn't know what the hell to do with it. Here's Malzone, 0 for 2 today. Stang into the windup. That is a 3-10 right-handed grounder back to Stang, knocks it down, picks it up, throws over to Whitfield, 1 down. And Al, Ted Wingfield is the answer. Yeah, that's for darn sure. Here's Bobby Canapo for 2. And thank you, Bill. Awesome. You are an encyclopedia of knowledge, my friend. They called it the fadeaway then, yep. I did not know they were the same pitch. I really did not. Once again, I learned something here. You guys are awesome. Here's Bobby Knopp, 0 for 2 today. Staying with the windup. 1-3 right-handed, and he bangs a base hit into center field. And Stang may be running out of gas. It's not an endurance inning yet, but still. 5-2 is the score, and here's Satriano. Whoops. Well, that was clumsy. Oh, thank you, Mookie. Knocked the 20D clear under the desk. Mookie battered it right towards me. Assist from Mookie. From the stretch, the pitch to Satriano is a 4-11 fly ball to left field X. Tough chance for Wagner. Wagner a 4-3. Doesn't make many errors, but limited range. And here's the play on a 1. That's going to be a triple off of the fielding chart. Holy cow, a triple for Tom Satriano. And suddenly we've got a game. Canop scores. 5-3 is the score now, and the tying run will come to the plate, and the Angels will send up a batter for Jim McLaughlin. He did indeed bat, Al. Against the right-handed Stang, let's see who they're going to use. Kirkpatrick or Johnstone. Johnstone is weak, however, against righties. If you want the all-or-nothing shot, Kirkpatrick's your man. And that's who it's going to be. Ed Kirkpatrick will bat. And suddenly we've got a ball game here. Kirkpatrick 14 for 70, just batting only 200. 5 extra base hits, however, including 2 home runs. 5-3 game, runner at third. I'm going to roll the die in her back. They will pull it in. So with the infield in, and now they're busy in the Cleveland pen. 2 right-handers, Steve Hargan and Don McMahon throwing. Stang checks the runner at third. Here's the pitch to Kirkpatrick. That's going to be a 6-8 left-handed line drive right into the glove of Gonzalez. That's a big out. It'll be up to Jose Cardinal with 2 away. And hello to Thomas. Runner at third, 2 outs. Stang's pitch to Cardinals, a 6-4 right-handed. That's a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Simone. 4-34. Hold your breath on this one. That's going to be an 18, and he makes a fine play in the hole, throws him out to retire the side. Huge play there by Chico Simone. The Angels get 2 runs, 3 hits, leave a man. And after 7, it's 5-3. Anybody's game now as we go to the 8th. Right, left, right. Let's see who they're going to go to now. They're going to, instead of Sanford would have come in if the game was further out of sight. But with the game a little bit closer, they're going to go to another right-hander, Lou Burdett. Burdett 1-1, 3.47. This is his 16th appearance. He's worked 23 1/3 innings so far. Mookie, give me that. Look out, Mook. Okay. One moment, got a heater again. Sorry about that. Apparently I didn't turn it down enough the first time. And welcome to Kurt Miller, the factoid man. 3 of his 5 career triples came this season. So here's Burdett now. He's ready to go to work in the 8th. Simone, Wagner, and Colavito do. Chico 1 for 3 today. Burdett into the windup. That's going to be a 2-7 right-handed comebacker. Burdett has it. Flips to Seaburn, 1 down. Not that much, actually, Frank. I do not know. It doesn't look like a whole lot, though. Quite a bit of snow on the ground in the apartment, but the roads are all clear. Wagner 1 for 3. Burdett into the windup. That's going to be a 6-2 left-handed. Fly ball to center shallow. Here comes Jose Cardinal rushing in to make the grab. And with 2 away, it will be Rocky Colavito, 1 for 3 today. Struck out twice. That was against McLaughlin, however. Burdett with a 5-4 righty, catcher's card X. That's Satriano. We were just talking about him. A 4E3. On a 4. Pop out to the catcher, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Burdett. Keeps the game close. 5-3 to the bottom of the 8th. Let's check the Cleveland defense now. Davalillo is already in center. Whitfield due to lead off the 9th. Larry Brown will come into the game and take over at shortstop for Simone. Brown, a 3E31, a 13 runner. Oh, I didn't. I forgot, Bill. See how bad I am with a short-term memory? God, it's hell getting old. The answer to Bill's trivia question, which is what does Steve say when the first batter of the game is hit? I usually say something like, that's just to let the gamblers know that the fix is on. A nod to 8 men out in the 1919 World Series. I wouldn't bet against it, Kurt. Fregosi 1 for 3 will lead off the bottom of the 8th. Reichart to follow. We'll see about Smith. First inning of potential fatigue for Lee Stang, who got roughed up a little bit the last inning. Stang into the windup. That's going to be a 5-6 left-hander. That's a base hit into center for Fregosi. McMahon and Hargan ready. Here's Reichart now, 1 for 3 today. Stang from the stretch is a 4-5 right-handed, a grounder down to third base, hard hit. Alvis goes to Gonzalez for 1 to first, not in time. That'll be a 5-4 force. Reichart a star 15 to steal, however. Stang a +5 hold. Sims a 0. So with Reichart a 20, he'll be held at 18. And he's going to try for that lead, 2 through 6 or 12. 8, he does not get it. Back number, he would be 13. Let's see about Willie Smith now. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Smith. Jimmy Pearsall will come up to bat. Pearsall appeared in this game in real life. He'll stay in the game in left, where he also provides a big defensive upgrade. He'll stay in the game in right. Same difference, 2E9 +1. Same running rating, right-handed hitter. Staying from the stretch on a 3-11, ground ball wide to second. Gonzalez has it and goes to first as Reichart moves into second. Ground ball C, Reichart to second, 2 down. It'll be up to Norm Seaburn. Seaburn's been the Angels' hottest bat today. He's 2 for 2. 2 RBIs and homered in his last at bat. And hello, Texas Huntsman. Yeah, 5 in the first and nothing but 0 since. Seaburn homered his last at bat, as previously mentioned. He's the tying run at the plate. Stang gets the sign. It's a 1-5 right. He gets a base hit into right field, an open single. Reichart rounding. 13-15. Colavito with a -4 gun, 11. Boy, if he were the tying run, I'd send him. But it's Seaburn who represents the tying run, so we're going to hold him up. It'll be runners at the corners, Malzone due, and here comes Tebbets, and that's going to be it for Stang. He's not fatigued yet. One more hit or walk would fatigue him. But clearly he's lost it the last 2 innings, and they're going to go to McMahon. McMahon, who will soon be traded to Boston. In fact, McMahon and Stang will be traded to Boston for Dick Raddatz. Terrible deal for the Indians, for 1966 anyway. '64 is a really good card set, too. I haven't seen Jeffrey play that one. He started that season. And he's been jumping around a lot lately, so I can't even follow what he's doing here of late. McMahon 2-1. He has 4 saves and a 2.45 ERA. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Here's Malzone, 0 for 3 on the day. McMahon ready to go to work here. From the stretch on a 3-6, he pops him up. It's going to be the shortstop Brown making the catch. And the Angels strand a pair in the 8th. Whitfield, Alvis, and Sims do. We're going to stick with Burdette for the time being. Momentarily thought about bringing in the lefty Clyde Wright. And then I looked at Wright's numbers. Although in the replay, he hasn't fared that badly. 1 and 3, 3.52. Let's see how it goes. Burdette will at least start the inning. Whitfield will start things off. 1 for 3 with a double. He was part of that big 5-run first. Burdette into the windup. It's a 2-6 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep right field. Backing up is, Pearsall, and it is gone. Home run, Whitfield. No doubt about it, shot 2-6. For Fred Whitfield, his 11th home run of the year. That passes Colavito for the team lead. Alvis 1 for 3 with a homer. Burdette set. 1-7 right-handed is a double to 8 on the 10. That's going to hang up in center. Back is Cardinal, still going back, and makes the catch just before he runs out of room. Nice play, Cardinal. Here's Duke Sims now. Sims 0 for 3 today. Burdette into the windup. 3-3 right-handed. He bangs a base hit into center field. Burdette rated 2 for relief is now just 1 hit or walk from fatiguing as Pedro Gonzalez comes to the plate. Pitcher Davalio, Brown, Wagner. Clyde Wright almost ready. Maybe I should have brought him in after all. You just never know. Out to the mound is Satriano. Meeting on the mound. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm going to throw in my shameless plug now. It appears, according to these YouTube stats, which I'm not sure how accurate they really are, but anyway, it says that 38% of my views are from non-subscribers. So if you're watching and like this, please subscribe. It helps the channel. It's free and it's easy. And I say I question the stats because under demographic, it shows all of my entire audience, 100%, is 55 and over, and I know that isn't true. Here's Pedro, 1 for 3. 1 away, man at first. Burdette from the stretch on a 5-6 right-handed. He pops him up on the left side for Gosi, infield fly rule. And that will do it, and McMahon will bat. He's a 1RW. And on a 4-4 right-handed, it's a fly to center field X. That's Cardinal. Tough play for Cardinal. Good outfielder, 2E3 as he ranges to his right. On a 5, he makes an incredible running catch, robbing the pitcher of a base hit. McMahon's bid for a base hit denied on a fine play by Jose Cardinal. That's a web jam. But the Indians get a run on 2 hits, the home run by Fred Whitfield. They break the drought, and they take a 6-3 lead to the bottom of the 9th. McMahon trying to notch his 5th save. And it will be Knopp. We'll see about Satriano and the pitcher's spot. Don't we all, Kurt? I think that's true, Franklin, and especially then. I'm not sure how the remodel affected it, to be honest. So here we are in the bottom of the 9th. Knopp will lead it off. He singled his last time up, 1 for 3. McMahon gets the sign from Sims. 6-11 right-handed is a fly ball to right field X. That's Colavito. 3-6 as he ranges towards the line. On a 17, he makes a fine running catch for the out. That was well hit. Colavito able to run it down. Fly ball A. Let's check the Angel bench. They're going to send up Paul Schall to bat for Satriano. They need base runners. And Schall with his 29 walks. 244, but 29 walks, so he gets on base. McMahon pitching to Paul Schall. That's a 3-7 right-handed grounder to short, right in between 2 walks. Fielded by Brown, who throws him out. And the Angels are down to their last out. And that will be a pinch hitter for Burdette. And that's going to be Jay Johnstone, the prankster. So Johnstone steps up to the plate. Johnstone always with that smile on his face. Trying to get aboard here, get the tying run to the plate. Johnstone on the season, 3 for 12 as a pinch hitter. 1 double. McMahon into the windup, trying to nail it down. On a 2-8 righty, Johnstone bangs a base hit up the middle, and they're still alive. Johnstone comes through with the pinch hit single, and the tying run will come to the plate in the form of Jose Cardinal. Cardinal, 3 home runs on the season. McMahon a check of the runner, now from the stretch. The pitch to Jose is a 4-5 righty. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Wagner at the track at the wall. It's gone, and Jose Cardinal has just tied this game up in the bottom of the 9th with a 2-run home run. How about that? Holy crap. 4-5 off of McMahon's card to 15. He throws the 1. Oh, ho, ho, and the Angels do have some luck, Echo Charlie. Johnstone scores ahead of him, and Jose Cardinal, who's been cold all season, busts out of his slump in a huge way here in the bottom of the 9th, and we're all tied up. Now Jim Fregosi comes to the plate. He's 2 for 4. Oh, no. Thank you, Bill. I'm sorry. We're not all tied up. It's 6 to 5. I am so sorry, everybody. Yeah, brain fart on my part. I am so sorry. I was thinking it was still 5 to 3. How soon we forget the Whitfield home run, now looming larger than ever. Yeah, I got carried away and then drugged some of you guys along with me. I'm so sorry. Little reference to Fletch there, Jeremiah. And there's the cheers for Fregosi. McMahon set. The pitch, 111, grounder to third base. Alvis across to first, and that's the ball game. Well, that was a letdown after I got so excited there. Angels come up a run short, 6 to 5 the final. Oh my goodness. I feel really bad about that. Oh, I quote that movie all the time, Jeremiah. One that comes up I use often in real life is, no, I rent. I have a lease with an option to buy. It's not the mistake so much I'm ashamed of. It's the getting so excited and dragging you guys along with me. Whitfield, the 3 RBI game in that homer. Yeah, I think he has to be the... Thank you, Kurt, for bringing some levity to the situation. That's awesome. I'll have the totals for you here in a moment. Looks like I got some work to do. I failed to fill in these as we went along. McLaughlin went 7. 5, 6, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. Did not walk a batter. And struck out 5. Burdette in his 2. 2 hits and a run. The run that ended up being the game winner. No walks, no strikeouts. McLaughlin, however, takes the loss. He's 1 and 2. Staying 7 2/3. 3, 6, 8 hits. Remember, Stang had only allowed 3 hits through the first 6 innings, and he ran out of gas. 3 runs allowed for Stang. No walks. 1, 2, 2 strikeouts. McMahon an inning and a third. 2 hits, 2 runs. Kind of an ugly save for McMahon, but he does get the save. His, what the hell did I say it was now? His 5th. Staying with the win is 1-0. Player of the... That definitely makes me feel better, Texas Huntsman. And thank you, Perry. That's right, Kurt. Yeah, we're about a quarter of the way through. Thank you, everybody. Let's total it up here. Indians in winning, 6 runs, 9 hits, and an error. Angels, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Player of the game is Fred Whitfield. And the same 2 teams will play tomorrow. It'll be Jack Kralik versus Minnie Rojas. It sounds to me like 2 more spot starters. Second game of the doubleheader. Well, thank you, Perry. Thank you, Bill. Thanks, everybody. I was going to throw in something after the game, and now, damn it, I can't even remember what it was. Doesn't that just figure? And it'll come to me after I sign off, as I'm entering the game into the computer. Anyway, let's look on the bright side of it. I could complain about the senior appropriate memory, but I'm lucky to be in good health and doing this at the ripe old age of 68. So on that note, cheers to everybody. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone. Thanks again. Great chat today.